Hello students, I welcome you all to my channel. As in my last video lecture, I started the line by line explanation of the poem. I had already explained the first and the second stanza in details. So today, as I told you all that, I will be continuing the explanation of the rest of the stanzas, but I observed that explaining both the stanzas in a single lecture is making the videos too lengthy. So that's why I decided today I will be just focusing on the detailed explanation of the third stanza. Okay, I'll just do the detailed explanation of the third stanza and explanation of the rest of the stanzas I will be continuing in my next class. Alright, so I'm reading out the lines of the third stanza, so students follow the lines carefully. The lines are: surely Shakespeare is wicked, the map a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal, for lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes, from fog to endless night, on their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with mended glass, like bottle bits on stones. All of their time and space are foggy slum. So blot their maps with slums as big as doom. Okay, so this is the third stanza of the poem, an elementary school classroom in a slum. Okay, so I'm just going to explain you the stanza in details with a kind of a critical analysis and an appraisal. So let's just begin. In this stanza, in this third stanza, Spender responds to the reality of the student's future. He just talk about the student's future. Okay, future of the students. What is going to happen in the coming future? The poet further says that these children living in the slum areas have faced so many hardships, okay, that they think every person to be their enemy. The children in the slum areas are facing too many hardships and they are just thinking that every person is their enemy. Okay, the children are thinking that every person to be their enemy. For them, for the children from the slum area children, Shakespeare is an evil man. Okay, they don't find the map to be a good thing. The map, that world map. He writes that the stories from the book of ship and sun and love are tempting the students to steal. What does it mean? They were never liked by the or loved by anyone. Okay, the students, the children, the slum area children were never liked or loved by anyone. Okay, therefore what situation it created? Therefore they hate almost everybody, everyone. The children usually hate every person around them. Their desire of being loved by other forces them to steal. They live in a small houses. Obviously, they are living in a very small houses. They are not having good facility, good living facility. All right, and they have started adjusting to it, and they are very used to it. They are very much adjusting. They are adjusting their lives in a small houses. They are adjusting with the little facilities available to them. All right, their life is going towards an endless night. Okay, endless night means that their light is day by day, their life is becoming darker. Okay, and they are meeting their downfall. Doom means downfall. This means that their future is full of darkness. As I told you, that it means that their future is dark and they are going towards the doom, their downfall. The world presented by the upper class to the students in an elementary school is intended to drag them into a life of crime. The upper class people are always ready to drag these lower class students to do such criminal activities. Okay, they are just provoking, the upper class people are just provoking these students here, these children, these small children. Okay, they are just provoking them to do some criminal activities so that they can destroy their future. These students can destroy their future. Okay, by exposing the children to the beauties of the world, the upper class appear to be helping the lower class children, letting them hope for something better, as they were the donation that were provided by the upper class people. But by exposing these kind of beauties to these children, okay, they are just exploiting these children, they are just exploiting the lower class children. Why? Because letting them hope for something better, just giving them hope. The upper class people are just giving the children hope that one day or the other day or the some other day they will be in a good position. Okay, but it is not happening at all. Okay, this kind of thing is not happening at all, and upper class people are just giving a false hope to these lower class kids. So however, when we are just revealing the thought process of the poet, that is Stephen Spender, what he is trying to say. However, Stephen Spender sees the upper class donation, as I told you, that when they were providing the donation for some good purpose, but it was just a mere hypocrisy. They were the hypocrites of the society, and it was done all because of a very small reason, that the upper class people just wanted to exploit the lower class children. Okay, by giving them a kind of a false hope, or by giving them a kind of a greed. Okay, they just want to exploit those children, they just want to involve those children in some criminal activities so that their future can be destroyed. So Stephen Spender sees the upper class donation as something far more evil. Exactly, the donation that were provided by the upper class people were far more evil. Why it is evil? Because this donation, okay, the purpose of this donation is not fitting the condition of the poor children. The purpose of this donation is not fitting the condition of the slum areas children or the slum students. Okay, when they are looking at the world map, they are just wondering that the world in which they are living in is so different that they are visualizing. All right, that is the only reason, and there are more factors that are involved in it. We had already discussed it in our last class, that when they are looking at the world map, they are just wondering, or they are just thinking, why their slum area is not same which is presented in that particular world map. Okay, why their condition is not same which is presented in that particular world map, and why their slum areas are not given a proper facilities. Okay, they are just wondering it. So these upper class people are just providing them those donation just for a kind of a false purpose, and the purpose is just to exploit them, and it to create a kind of a false hope within the slum areas children. Alright, his view of donation is that they were given not to infuse the student with hope, but rather to force them to commit crime, as I told you, and thus be referred as thieves. So the main motto, I must say, the main purpose of this upper class people were very much clear to the audience or the readers or to the poet. Okay, it was very much clear that just they want to exploit these lower class children in any or the other way, and they just wanted to use these children so that they can involve these children in some activities, and that activities will later prove on as a kind of a criminal activities, and they will be referred to as a criminal or as a thieves. Okay, just provoke the children, the upper class people just provoke the lower class children, just forces them to steal money or steal any other thing. Okay, so basically the upper class people was very much involved in destroying the future of these lower class children. Alright, as such the higher class suppress the lower class for no other reason, as I already told you in my last class, that always the higher class is suppressing the lower class, because till now we are visualizing or we are observing the same things around us, that the higher class people, higher class societies, higher societies are just what I will say, just they are just pressurizing. Okay, they are just exploiting the lower class people, and that is the only reason why this thing is happening, because the lower class people is not that much educated to understand the hypocrisy of the upper class people. Alright, and this thing is only happening because the lower class people is not provided a good quality of education. Okay, and they are not thinking it properly, or they are not getting it properly, that they are being, they have been, they had been exploited by the upper class societies. Okay, so it is a usual fact, and it is a today also we can say it very well, that higher class societies, higher class people suppresses the lower class or pressurizes the lower class. We can just see around us, okay, in our societies too. And other reason than to protect their own families, assets and futures. And why they are doing so, why the upper class people are suppressing or pressurizing the higher class people, because they want to protect, the upper class people want to protect their own families, their own assets, properties. Assets means the thing or the properties they are having. Okay, and their futures, they are just securing their own futures. Okay, they are just taking all the facilities from the government, or taking all the facilities from the system, so that their future can be too good in the coming future. Okay, their life can be too good in the coming future, or their families, their assets can be protected. Okay, and for only this reason the lower class people are always deprived of their money or the other facilities, or the maximum time they are also deprived of education. Okay, and the reason behind this situation of the lower class people is the exploitation of the upper class societies, the exploitation by the upper class societies. Alright, these kids are so thin. Now Spender is talking about the appearance of the slum areas kids. Okay, he is just talking about the personality, the appearance, the look, and how they are dressed up. What are the kinds of belongings they are bringing to their schools. Okay, he has just given a kind of a small description in this poem. So these kids are so thin that one can easily see their bones through the thin layer of the skin. Okay, alright, you got it, that this children is very much thin, just we can see the bones. Okay, means they are obviously they are not getting a proper kind of nutrition, and that is the only reason the kids are suffering from a malnutrition. Their skin is like the thin layer of the cloth, and the bones beneath are visible through the skin. We can just easily visualize the the bones are very visible to us, to the readers or to the poet, because they are so thin, they are so skinny, that their wounds are clearly visible to us. These kids suffer from malnutrition. Okay, obviously they are not getting a proper food, they are not getting a proper good quality of food, good quality of things to eat, and that is why the nutrition, they are not getting a kind of a good nutrition, and that is the only reason they are suffering from a malnutrition. Okay, they wear spectacles which are made of steel. The spectacles they are wearing, तो चश्मा जो पहनते हैं, the spectacles they are wearing are made up of steel, means it's too, obviously it is too heavy, the spectacles are too heavy if it is made up of steel, and they are cheap and very uncomfortable. The spectacles that the children are wearing, okay, they are very cheap and uncomfortable. बहुत ही सस्ता है और comfortable नहीं है, uncomfortable है. Right, all right. Even the lenses in the spectacles are repaired. Well, they are so poor that they can't even buy a spectacle. Okay, that is the only reason the poet had described it in this way, that they are so poor that they can't afford a spectacle. Okay, and that is the only reason even the lenses of their spectacles are also been repaired. Okay, have also been repaired. So the spectacles look like stones which have been repaired with pieces of glass sticking out to them. Okay, so the spectacles are looking like a stone. Looking like stone means what? It is seeming that it's just, we can just look at those spectacles and we can just assure that the spectacles are too heavy to wear. Okay, it's very heavy to wear, they are very uncomfortable, which have been repaired. Obviously they have been repaired with a piece of glass. It has been repaired with a piece of glass. And how it has been repaired? By sticking the glass to those spectacles. Okay, so in this lines the poet is just giving us a view that these slum area children are so poor that they can't even, their families can't even afford a single spectacle to wear. Alright, Spender is making a statement about the treatment of these children in this poem. He also focuses on the treatment of the children. Okay, because why he focuses on the treatment of the children, I just want to tell you in details that when the slum area children are not getting a proper quality of food, a proper food to eat, and sometimes, maximum of the time, they are hungry. Okay, they are not getting food, and that is the only reason that they are becoming weak day by day, and at some moment of time they are suffering from diseases, though it may be any disease. They are suffering from disease, though it may be malnutrition or some genetic disease that they have been inherited by their parents. Okay, so a good treatment is also very necessary for these children and also for their families too, because a good facilities is not always mean a good education and a good food and a good way of living. Alright, it is also good facility also includes a good treatment. Okay, so this facility is not given to them, the good treatment is not provided to them, and they are also deprived of the good treatment. So in this poem, Spender also talks about the treatment of the children. So just coming to the lines from the poem, Spender is making a statement. I'm just explaining you that line. Spender is making a statement about the treatment of the children in this poem. Alright, as I told you, it appears that he is most sickened by humanity's disregard for the children than by the social and economic framework that has doomed these children to the slums. Alright, so what does it mean? Spender is just describing the health of the children. He is just talking about the treatment of the children, but it seems that the poet Stephen Spender, he is also very much sickened. Why he is also very much sickened? Because he is sickened by the thought. He is not having any kind of health issues. Okay, he is sickened by the thought that how these children is being avoided or ignored by the system, by the society, and by the upper class people. Obviously they also belong, they are also humans. All right, they are also humans, their families are also humans, and they are also belonging to the human race. The slum area children, the slum area families are also belonging to the human race. Then why there is a vast partiality in the lower class people and the upper class people? Spender is thinking this thing, and that is why, that is the only reason that he is also sickened by this thought, that why there is a visible vast partiality between these two classes. All right, so he just appeared that he is more sickened by humanity's disregard. Humanity's disregard. Why? Because the upper class people is continuously ignoring or avoiding or exploiting the lower class people, though both of the classes belong are humans. All right, and both of them belong to human race. Then also the upper class people are just pressurizing or exploiting the lower class people to the extreme. Okay, so, and not only uh, they are in any other facilities. Not only the poet is talking about any other facilities, he is just talking about the two main facilities, the social and the economic framework. Okay, the upper class people avoid or ignore the lower class people or the slum area people in a social aspect as well as an economic aspect. Okay, because they have been avoided, ignored by the system as well as the people too. That is the only reason that they are deprived of each and every facilities that are used or that are taken by the upper class people. All right, and these two aspects, the poet is talking about social and economical aspect. In these two aspects, the upper class people had exploited the lower class people to its extreme. All right, so that has doomed these children to the slums. And obviously in this condition, there is the only reason that exploiting them socially and financially, economically, by exploiting them, and that is the only reason that that is why the slum areas children are forced to these children are forced to stay in slums. These children are forced to stay in this kind of unhealthy conditions. All right, here the poet tries to explain that these kids have to face so many hardships in their lives. They have to work really hard, right? As these slums are getting bigger. Why it is getting bigger? Because the exploitation is going on, and these people, the upper class people, are least bothered to solve the situation, they solve the social situation, and to solve the problems of this slum area people. All right, so this as these slums are getting very bigger day by day, it is increasing in size, means their population are increasing, because most of the families are coming and staying to the slum areas because they are deprived of each and every facilities, and they will destroy the future of these children, the slum area children, and it is very difficult for such kids to escape from there. Or obviously if they will not get a kind of a proper education, especially education, and if they are not getting a proper food to eat, if they are not getting a proper house to stay, then how they will develop? Okay, चाहे वो फिज़िकली हो चाहे वो मेंटली हो. फिज़िकली डेवलप हो भी इंसान चाहता है, बट मेंटली डेवलप होना विदाउट फूड it's impossible. Okay, and without education it is also impossible. So they have been deprived of food, education, and good living, and this is the only reason if the exploitation is continuing day by day, then these slum area children can't escape from this situation as well as this area. They can't escape from these slums, which is very unhealthy. Okay, these slums, they can't ever escape in their lifetime. Okay, this was a complete analysis of the third stanza. We will continue the last stanza. Only one stanza is left in the next lecture. Okay, meet you soon. Stay tuned. Goodbye. Take care.